What's going on there, guys, and welcome back to NBA Reloaded. Being an NBA star is a dream come true for any athlete. Not only does it bring home fame and money, but also a huge fan following and influence in society. Getting unlimited brand deals and invitations to prestigious gatherings is normal when you're an NBA star. Thanks to the NBA, we've discovered many athletes such as Michael Jordan, James, and Reggie who've conquered the world of basketball with their record-breaking skills and have been considered unstoppable in every battle of life except one, death. Today, we'll pay tribute to some of the greatest NBA players who died in their prime. But before we move ahead, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post a new video. Number 6. Drazen Petrovic died at 28. Drazen Petrovic isn't the name that's often highlighted. Born on October 22, 1964, Drazen Petrovic was considered a champion of breaking records from the start of his career. From a young age, he was inspired by his older brother Alexander. The latter was also a basketball player, making him a passionate player at a very young age. Drazen started playing at the local court consistently and was determined to list his name among the best NBA stars. Clyde Drexler once said, "Drazen was always the first one to show up at practice and the last one to leave." Drazen was a fantastic athlete and a humble guy. He was always seen as cheerful and friendly with everyone. His 1985 performance against the Slovenian team is still considered one of the top hits in the NBA. He scored 112 points in that game, and he was 21 at the time. He was on top of his basketball career, but sadly, on June 7, 1993, Drazen was tragically killed in a car accident on a highway in Ingolstadt, Germany. But even though Drazen died at the prime of his career at the age of 28, he's still known as one of the top-class NBA players because of his numerous jaw-dropping performances. Number 5. Reggie Lewis died at 27. Not many fans know of the contributions of Reggie Lewis in making the Boston Celtics the champions who sit on top with the most wins in the history of the NBA. Reggie Lewis was an iconic NBA star. He used to play basketball during his college years at Northeastern University in Boston, where he was picked by the Celtics to be drafted as the 22nd pick in the 1987 NBA draft. The drafting of Reggie was a miracle in disguise for the Celtics, as they needed to find some new talent to keep their team at the top. Even though he didn't score much in his rookie year because of his limited time on the court, he eventually picked up and then achieved various big scores for his team. Reggie kept getting better and better with his unstoppable performance, for which he received his first and unfortunately the last All-Star selection in the 1991-92 season. He was in the prime of his career and was on his way to becoming the ultimate champion of the NBA, but was sadly stopped by the tragedy which occurred in the first game of the 1992-93 season against the Charlotte, where he collapsed on the court and was later diagnosed with focal cardiomyopathy, which could end his career. Even despite this, Lewis didn't give up and started practicing again for the next season. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, and during one of the off-season practices, he collapsed and later died due to cardiac arrest. Number 4. Bryce DeJean-Jones died at 23. Bryce DeJean-Jones was guaranteed a bright future in the NBA because of his unconditional commitment and passion for basketball. He used to play college basketball at USC, UNLV, and Low State. Moreover, he trained and played off-season for various teams before being officially drafted in the 3-year contract by the Pelicans right after his wrist surgery. He didn't disappoint his team and scored 17 points in one of his memorable games against the Los Angeles Lakers. The future was looking bright for Bryce with his continuous improvement. But sadly, on May 28, 2016, he was mistakenly shot dead on the spot while entering the wrong apartment in Dallas. Bryce's agent said that the NBA star was visiting his girlfriend for his daughter's birthday, but was unaware of the apartment address and mistakenly broke into the wrong apartment. Number 3. Malik Sealy died at 30. Malik Sealy was one of the most famous NBA players who died in his prime time. He played 8 seasons in association for the Indiana Pacers, Los Angeles Clippers, Detroit Pistons, and Minnesota Timberwolves. In his early days, he used to play basketball at Tolentine High School and later pursued playing for his college at St. John's University under coach Lou Carnesecca. He was later drafted by the Pacers thanks to his impressive ending performance of 2,401 points at St. John's University. He played for several teams in the solid 8 years of his NBA career and was named one of the most successful basketball players in New York and also secured his name among the famous NBA players. He also appeared in the movie Eddie and had a clothing line named Mark Sealy 21 and a recording studio, Baseline Recording. In May 20th, 2000, while returning from his teammate and friend Kevin Garnett's birthday party, Sealy was tragically killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. Number 2. Tyler Honeycutt died at 27. Tyler Honeycutt started his basketball career in college at UCLA and was later selected for the first round of the NBA draft thanks to his impressive performance. Sacramento officially picked Tyler in the second round of the NBA draft in 2011. He played 2 seasons with Sacramento and then moved to Europe and played for various clubs such as Khimki and Anadolu Efe. He tragically died by committing suicide on July 7, 2018, shooting himself. Tyler has a short but impressive career in basketball, which could have guaranteed him a bright future ahead in the NBA. Bort Escoto, who coached Honeycutt for 4 years at Sylmar High School, said that he was a great kid to be around, but he was having some problems because in Russia, he didn't know the language and the surroundings, concluding that he was having a hard time with the adjustment. I just kept telling him that he needed to get out and meet people. Number 1. Jason Collier died at 28. The Milwaukee Bucks picked Jason Collier with the number 15th pick in 2000 in the NBA draft. He was later traded to Houston Rockets on the same day. Collier then becomes an inevitable force with a 7-foot-tall exterior. In his rookie year, Jason didn't score big hits because of his limited time on the court. After a couple more seasons with the Rockets, Jason decided to join Atlanta Hawks, where the future started to seem brighter for him. He gave his best performances in his first season with the Atlanta Hawks and finished the season with his all-time best 11.3 points. Jason played the next and unfortunately his last season with the Hawks. On October 15, 2005, Collier had some trouble breathing and was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately he died before making it there. After the autopsy, it was revealed that he died because of the disturbance of the cardiac rhythm caused by an enlarged heart. Jason Collier was the second active NBA player to pass after Malik Sealy. Even though we've unfortunately lost some excellent basketball stars in the prime of their careers, their impact on the NBA and the world cannot be ignored. From scoring big hits and giving joy to their fans through their humble personalities, these players are the true champion and their legacy will keep on living. And that's all from our side today. Thanks for watching our video and well, see you guys next time. Until then, stay tuned.